as we prepare to gather around the Lord's table, what are you thinking about right now? What are you thinking about? You know, I don't know about you, but as time seems to be moving along for me in my life, my attention span seems to be getting shorter. I don't know about you guys, but you know, I learned some lessons from kids I was able to coach over the years. When I coached my oldest son, John, I started out, and I think none of a 2-hour practice with 8, 9-year-old kids. It didn't work well. By the time I got to Laura, I learned that at the most, a 13-year-old kid, you can have maybe an hour and a half. At the younger level, it was 45 minutes. You just can't hold their attention span. And even as adults, our attention span is limited. I know at work, sometimes I just got to get up and get away. It's like, what am I working on? It's just really tough. But you know, if we're honest with ourselves, how many times have you been praying and your mind just wanders off? I know I find myself sometimes when Steve's even up here preaching, he'll say something. And I don't hear him no more. I'm off thinking about something else that maybe he just said and took my mind in another direction. This morning I want to talk to you about what Jesus is thinking about. This past Friday afternoon, I got to spend time in a church with some friends I had from elementary school, and they have a Christian singing group. And they sang a song, the 3 or 4 of them did, and it asked the question, what was Jesus thinking when he was hanging on the cross? Think about that. When Jesus was carrying that beam to Gethsemane, what was on his mind? How about when they were hammering the nails into his hands and his feet? What was he thinking about? And when he was hanging on that cross, looking down at his mother, his disciples, the Roman soldiers, what was he thinking about? My friends on Friday afternoon told me what he was thinking about. When Jesus was hanging on the cross, he was thinking about me. That's all he ever thought about in that whole time. You know, I know we weren't born 2,000 years ago when Jesus hung on that cross, but we were on his mind. Everything he said, every act he performed would affect mankind until the end of time. This morning, that's what we're here to celebrate, is how much he loved us. And he never, ever lost his focus on that. His mind never wandered, as ours does. In Isaiah, it tells us, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways your ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. This morning we celebrate the unconditional love of Jesus Christ. And here's the best part. We have the promise of tomorrow. Whether we're down here on planet Earth, or if the Lord calls us home sometime today, we're going to be with Jesus Christ. And we're always on his mind. Will you pray with me? Heavenly Father,